guys, it's Kristi. I guess I shouldn't say hi guys. I know that's not acceptable everywhere, but it's an affectionate term. Hi y'all. I was born in North Carolina, so I'm allowed to say that. We are here with Altered Index 2024. This is Nonstop Paper Crafts challenge. It's her Tuesday challenge. Suzanne, hi Suzanne if you're watching. And she did a really cool video today. Is today Tuesday? Yeah. It's been a long day, can you tell? Anyway, the 3 words for this week are create and rust and thread. That's the 3rd one, thread. I'll have that in the description box. But I have decided that she did a really cool rusted car die cut. It was fabulous. So go check it out. Her video will be linked in the description box. Did I already say that? Oh. Anyway, this is what happens when you film more than one in a row and then you start to say, did I say that? Did I already say that? So I played with some rusty stuff, and I had been playing with my Tim Holtz, but my cardstock that I bought from Walmart recently, craft paper, and it was super thin. It's more like, it's not like straw paper, but it's that color even. So I went through my scraps and I pulled out some of this craft scrapbook paper and just took some scraps and then punched out some of these with my Tim Holtz punches, and then I rusted up some stuff, and I used the cinnamon technique. Now I have another video that'll be coming out that'll show you how I did it, and some parts are falling off. What I was going for was kind of a rusted wrought iron look, and some of them are more black. I don't know if you can kind of see the rust on that one. This one has a little bit more rust. And then I made these, and I'm going to use these for today. They all say create, and they all have that rusted texture. So that's my create and my rust, and I'm going to do a stack and whack because why not? And I've got these Your Creative Studio pages that I'm going to use. I'm going to do vertical this time, and we're going to put these on there. I've got a sheet of little wild flowers that is from Your Creative Studio as well, and I'm hoping, yeah, I think those will work on top of the paper. And then for my thread, I'm going to stitch around all the cards. So I made this, I didn't make it, but I'm just using this piece just large, and I'm just going to overlap anything that I need to. So I'm going to tear this in this direction because I'm only going to tear it into 3 pieces. And let's see, I think I'm just going to do it this way, just like that. So I think I'm going to make this my second and this the last. And then I will trim off whatever I don't need. So let me move these down here. We will do 1, and I have an Agents Wanted, 2. Then we will do this one. I'm going to take the top one and put it under, and then we will do like that. Take these paper clips off. There's so many ways to do this, but usually if there's 3, I'll do 3 pieces. Now I'm going to take the top 2 and put them under, and we will end up like that. Okay, So I think I'm going to put the wildflower sticker in the green area. So I'm hoping that that will show up. If not, then plan B. So let's go ahead and glue these down. Just gonna slide these over, stack them, bring in my glue book. All right, where's my glue stick? There it is. I have this glue bottle that is like swelling. Have you ever had that happen on the Fabri-Tac? Usually there's an air bubble, but it almost seems like it's swelling at the top as well. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to open that and make sure that it's okay. It's kind of, it won't stay standing up. That's why it's bugging me. Okay, so let's do, I'm just gonna do the same rotation. I'm gonna start at the top. Do I have enough glue on there? Okay. Start at the top. And like I said, anything that overlaps, I'm just going to let it overlap. And I think that'll be fun. I'm just going to turn that page. This thinner paper is kind of nice to collage with here. And I'm just going to turn this so I can see where to line it up. Line it along that edge. And then the bottom piece. So I hope you guys are playing along. This is a fun one. I wasn't sure I wanted to do 2 challenges, making sure that, you know, I had time to actually complete them, but these have been a lot of fun. So yeah. Push it down with this instead of my fingers and see what happens. I think I'm going to do that bottom piece first next time. So let's trim. You know what? I could just wrap it around like that. Yeah, won't hurt anything. Okay, so I am going to ink around these edges here. Just gives it a little defining edge, and then around the outside. Okay, so there's one. I'm going to do these other 2 in fast forward, and then we'll be back. Okay, now I'm going to trim these up. I think I need to clean off my hands a little bit too. Let's see. I still have some of that icky, sticky stuff from making the rusted pieces. So, make sure I get that off my fingers because I'm sticking to everything. So, let's get this glue book out of the way. that over here in the cubby, and we will ink this. I don't have a lot to trim off this one, and this one don't have any, but I do have a little bit on this one. Just a smidge. I never did get this piece. Did you see that? I cut right into the card. That's not what I had intended to do. Okay. This one's already pretty grungy on its own. Okay, and I'm not going to worry about the back because it's coffee dyed, but I am going to put just a smidge fabric in there. I said a smidge, and then oh goodness, it's time for me to take a break. All right. So, let's see, what do we want to do next? Let's look at these. I kind of want to put this wherever the music is. So this one could go on the bottom. I'm going to kind of separate those. All right, and then let's look at these. Hoping they show up. I don't want a big, flower. So I was thinking that, okay, this one's kind of a skinny one. Let's see if we can get that off without breaking it. Because these are kind of fragile because they're very detailed. And if it's not properly cut, it also makes a difference. Okay, so I'm going to put this right on here, although I need to turn it sideways, just like that. Okay, maybe I'll put this in between those two areas, because I want to make sure that I can sew around the outside. And these little graphics, the Create, I just did on totally blank, Canva. I just made them on Canva and then printed them out. I want that straight. I am going to have to lay these under something because they are quite curly from the glue. All right, let's see. What do we want here? I'm thinking this is the biggest spot I have, so maybe I want this one, or do I want this one? I think I'm going to go with the pink, only because I think it might show up better than the white one. So I am going to bring that here, just stick that right in the middle. I like that. And then this is going to go, now this one is a ticket, and I just cut out another Create and put on top. I made a whole sheet. Yeah, right there. I made a whole page of these, and this one I thought was really cool on the computer, but when I printed it out, yeah, I didn't like it. It's too metallic looking, so let's put those there. I like it so far. What do you think? All right, now I need something that can go across the bottom. So, I mean, that one kind of, that one's fun. That one might be fun. Let's do that one. I gotta get this glue off. I don't want the glue on the sticker. And also, need to glue this down. So let's, I'm going to put this one up toward the top. There again, I just want to keep away from the edge so that I can sew around these. But I'm not going to be able to sew around them yet because they're going to have to dry. So I'm going to have to stop for a little bit and then come back and show you what they look like. Here we go. Cool. I like it. What do you think? I think you can't go wrong with flowers. I love the rust. It's really cool. And it's something that I've been wanting to try, and Suzanne gave me an excuse to try it. So I do, I'm going to sew around these. So I'm not going to make a curved edge because I have a hard time sewing around corners. So I'm just going to give this a little bit of extra ink and wait for them to dry for a little bit, and then I will be back and show you what it looks like with the stitching. The stitching will make the piece because it frames it up and it just gives it some, I don't know, finality, if you will. It just kind of brings it all together. So, all right, we'll be back in a few for you. Okay, guys. All right, here we are. Here are our altered index cards. Now, I used coffee dyed blank index cards, and these are, I'm going to switch these only so that we get a little contrast there. Don't want the greens all together. But this was the Altered Index 2024 challenge. Look for that hashtag, and I hope you enjoyed these. I think they turned out really cool. I like them. With the 3 words were create, rusty, and threads. And I think I covered it all. Thanks, guys. Have a great night or day or whatever. See you next time. Bye now.